Hey guys, Dan Howman back with another Eternal Evolution video, pumping them out like crazy. Today we're going to be doing a guide on gear. Every single thing there is to know about gear, how to get it, what type of gear there is, what you should be doing in Guild Boss, what you should be purchasing, what you should be, everything about gear. There's all sorts of little things that you need to know in this game. There's all sorts of ways that you can level it up using other types of gear, all of that. So we're going to go through all of that in this video. I hope these guides have been useful. If they are, definitely hit the like and the sub button down below. It really helps out my channel. Also, if you are trying the game the first time, feel free to use my download link in a pinned comment and in the description. Or if you're re-rolling on a new account, new software, or if you want to try it on BlueStacks, use that link. It helps me out. Okay, that's enough of that rambling. Let's begin with gear. So the very first thing is the types of gear you have in the game. It follows the same colors as heroes. Okay, it has blue. Do I have blue heroes? It has blue heroes. So the gear goes blue, then it goes purple, then it goes yellow, then it goes red, then it goes white. And for right now, there is no immortal gear, which is gold. There is no immortal gear, but I have a feeling they might add it. So I'll give you some tips on that and what you can do to prepare for when immortal gear drops in the game. I think all of us are assuming it's going to drop in the game. Yeah, okay. So very first thing is where to get gear. The main place you're going to be getting gear in this game is in the perimeter in Disa Caves. Now, basically, you're going to be coming through here. New players are going to get up to 4, maybe 5 if you play really hard the first day. That gives you some yellow gear. Once you get to 6, then you're going to unlock being able to get red gear, but you're still going to also get some yellow gear. Once you get up to 10, you're able to get some white gear, and then that's basically it all through the end of the game. Okay, so big tip here is in the beginning, go ahead and purchase these every single day, as many as you can afford to. This is stamina that you can purchase and you don't have to use it right away. In the very beginning, if you're on like level 1, level 2, don't use any of the extra stamina. Only use your 3 refills for the end of the day, and also wait until the end of the day, because by the end of the day, you're going to have progressed your account a little more and you may be able to take out the next level. So use these at the end of the day, and then when you get to like I saved until I got to like 6 or 7, and then I used like 10 of my saved up stamina on some red pieces, got some red pieces, upgraded my gear, and on my free to play, actually that was kind of enough to push me. I think I waited maybe till like 8 or 9, because you have a higher chance. Like, you can start getting red gear at 6, but you'll obviously have a higher chance to get red gear in 9. So I think I went to about 8 or 9. I used a bunch of my stamina, got a bunch of red gear, leveled it up, got my team stronger, and then that pushed me into 10 and 11. And then I used, once you get into like 10, 11, you can use as much stamina as you want, because you're able to get the best gear in the game currently. Okay, this is basically the only places you're going to get gear. There's one other really good place for gear. If I go back to, nope, not perimeter. If I go back to the base, there is a guild boss in here. Now, you can do this challenge every single day, twice a day. Again, wait till the end of the day, because your account's going to be stronger. You're going to deal more damage. You only get blue and purple gear from here, but there's a store and you can purchase other gear. Now, if you go to the guild shop right here, you can see it on my screen. You can purchase gear in here. I can purchase red gear. This changes depending on what level in the story you're in. I think once you get to like chapter 20 something, then I unlock white gear in here. But if you're able to farm better gear than here, do not purchase anything in here. Do not purchase anything in here, because it's only going to get better. As soon as I unlock the next level, I'm going to be able to purchase white gear. So I'm going to be really mad if I used all of my tokens on red gear, when red gear is already not that good for me, because I can already farm white gear. And then some people are even saving all of their points. Some people have 1,000,000 points saved up because they're thinking immortal gear is going to come soon. Because right now we have immortal heroes and we don't have immortal gear. So a lot of people are guessing that immortal gear is coming soon, and you're going to want to save up those points there. All right, before I talk about leveling gear, I just want to show you how to see what stats are. Okay, if I just click a person's stats right here on the info page, you can see how much stats you have in everyone. You can see all of the stats. If you want to see what those stats do, you just click this stat info here. It's very useful, because some things like AS This is attack, affects the attack speed of basic attacks. Basic attacks only. Every 10 points of this attribute increases the base speed and frequency by 1%. Cast speed affects the cast speed of common and ultimate skills. Every 10 point reduces. So this is like cooldown reduction, and attack speed only affects the basic attacks. Okay, so that's pretty important to know. Damage amplification increases the damage inflicted. Damage reduction reduces. Everything else is pretty common. Healing boost increases your healing. Accuracy allows you to put debuffs on enemies. Everything else is very straightforward, but I wanted to point out the difference between attack speed and cast speed. You can see them kind of behind my head right there. So just click that box there. You can see everything there. Please note that some heroes have their damage based on attack and some are based on defense. All you do is check the skill. I'm sorry, the skill, and it'll say deals damage equal to 210% of attack. So that means it scales with attack. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let me talk about leveling up gear and how everything works in this game. This hero right here, my Taylor, is one of my better built heroes. I want to talk about gearing different heroes, what you need to do, what the different stats do, etc. Now, if I look at this hero, the very first thing I'm going to do when I'm building a hero is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to look if they need accuracy, and I'm going to look how their damage scales, and I'm going to look if they have bonuses that give them things like crit rate, right? So right now, it says his passive, if he triggers a crit, he gets more crit damage. So obviously, I'm going to want to build Taylor with crit rate. Obviously, okay? He also has this thing here that basically says he's going to inflict Tiger Flame on them. That means he will probably need some accuracy to land Tiger Flame, okay? The very next thing I notice on here is it says it's going to deal damage equal to 138% of his attack. So that means I want to build attack, not defense. Some heroes scale their damage off defense. So just make sure you know that before you start building them. Another thing is his ultimate gives him 15% crit rate. So that means I don't want to build 100% crit rate on him because he's going to automatically get 15 for free. Once this gets leveled up even more, it goes all the way up to 20% and then even up to 24% if you get a +2 commander boost. Okay. So that means potentially you only have to run 75% crit rate. 76 technically, to get 100%. But most people in this game do not build 100% crit rate because that means you don't have room for crit damage. In some games, you can get 100% crit and like 300% crit damage, and that's your build. In this game, you really can't get to 100% crit rate and still build a lot of crit damage. So most people think that the best way to build a damage dealer is 60% crit and 16% crit damage. 60 and 60. If you can get better than that, great. And then the rest is in attack. Again, in this game, like most games, attack percentage is better than flat attack. As far as what rolls on what, these bottom three right here can have percentage main stats that are variable. You can also have flat stats on them. These top ones are set in stone. This one's always attack, this one's always defense, and this one's always flat HP. That's the only way it works. There's a bunch of different sets in this game. You can't get all of the sets from Disa Caves. You cannot get all the sets here. If you'll, there's like the Gluttony set and stuff like that. You cannot get them. You can only get them from Ancient Altar. I will have an Ancient Altar guide in the next couple days on the channel. This is very end game content, very hard to deal with. You need specific strategies, and you want to save your attempts till the end of the period. You can see there's 3 days left and three and a half days left until this is gone. You're gonna wait. We want to wait till you're near the end because your team's going to be stronger and you're gonna be able to deal more damage. You're gonna get a lot of gear from here. And the best part is if you can see this right here, look at this. You can get Abundant, Herald, Light Gap, and Gluttony. Okay, Abundant set is really good for healers. Obviously, this one's good for a select few heroes depending on attack speed and all of that good stuff. And then there's some other sets. If you notice when I'm here, does it tell me what sets I get? I think it tells me somewhere, right? Oops. How did I see that one? Oh, I clicked here. Yeah, okay. So if you can see here, you can see that those sets are not here. You can see that you can only get these sets from here. You only get the attack set, defense, HP, crit damage, accuracy, and resist, okay? So there's different sets from different ones. These ones are like the more end game sets. And a little bit more valuable than the Disa Cave sets. Okay, so that's where you get everything. let me talk about how leveling up works and all of that stuff. I don't have on this account any blue or purple gear, but I will show you how it works leveling up. Say I want to level up this chest piece. If I hit forge, there is some settings down here in the bottom left I will show you. If I click the settings, I can automatically choose what to use as food. So in the very beginning, I don't think there is even white gear. I don't know why that's there. I mean, this like common gear, metallized, whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's probably using these metals. Oh, okay, never mind. This is the auto settings, right? So you can first choose +1 or +4. You get an extra substat every time you get 4 levels to a piece of gear. A blue gear, you can't level up at all. Purple gear, you can level up 4 times. Red gear, you can level up. Yellow gear, you can level up 8 times. Red gear, you can level up 12 times. White gear, you can level up 16 times. Okay, so those are the max times you're allowed to level it up. The way white gear works is you'll get 3 substats. And then when you roll the first +4, you'll get an additional substat. I can probably show you that real quick. Let's level up a piece just for fun. Let me find a good piece that I would like to level up anyways. All right, whatever. I can't find a great piece. I'll just level it up a couple times just to show you what happens. So if I hit the forge button, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up in here what I want it to do. So I don't want to keep any blue, purple, yellow. I really don't even care too much about mythic gear, but I'll leave that unchecked and I'll manually go get rid of that. Okay, so then now I'm going to level this up. You can say I want to take it right to +4, but I do the +1 just to make sure. We're going to hit confirm. Now, if I hit upgrade by 1 level, it's going to automatically use my food first. You see that? It's using blue gear. And then if I hit 2, 3, 4, there's 4 levels. You can see it's now going to tell me that I'm going to get +1 stat. Okay, this is a crit piece. I would love crit rate or crit damage. Okay, so if I hit forge, boom. You can see the main stat goes up from 13K to 26K. And now I got a substat of HP, okay? So then now when I roll the rest of the rolls, it's gonna go randomly into one of these stats. I'm not gonna show you that because I don't wanna level up this piece anymore. It's a bad piece, okay? That's how you're leveling up gear. Yeah, you wanna level up your biggest damage dealers first. So for me, that's Emma. Now, Emma's kind of interesting. I'm not gonna go through how to build every single hero, but Emma has an ability that says she activates a weapon. Damage inflicted by Emma during this time cannot crit. So for her, you want to give her basically all attack. So you can see I have attack %, flat attack, which is not ideal. You want attack %, and then you want attack % here. Actually, I can probably upgrade this. So if I go here, I go to all sets. If I go to hero, because that's what we want a hero piece. And then if I go to attack %, I don't have one. Okay, I can't upgrade gear for her. But yeah, you basically want to look at each hero. Now, as far as tanks, it sounds like defense in this game isn't quite as good as HP % for just damage mitigation. So most people for tanks, they go HP %, damage reduction. Apparently, this is the best way to build tanks, even because this guy also scales on defense damage. So you're not going to get the damage, but you want him to be able to take enough damage so he doesn't die right away. So if you are building tanks, you do want to focus more on HP % than defense %. It just mitigates a bit better. Now, you also do have some healers that their damage is based off defense. So you do want some defense on these guys. Artist, for example, he's also one of the people that can benefit from Gluttony set, which gives like attack speed and auto attack damage. The big people for Gluttony set are like Emma, Artist, and a couple other, the triple S's can use it. But yeah, some heroes also scale off defense damage, like this guy you can see right here. It says inflicting 470% defense as damage. So that means attack is going to do literally nothing for him. Defense scales as damage. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything about gear. I don't think there's anything else I need to talk about gear. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So that's my gear guide. I hope it was in-depth and very useful for you guys. If it was useful, hit the like and sub button. And that's going to be it for the video. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.